Oh, just live.
Girl.
So whatever you say now, it could be in the replay. It's because the lighting ain't bright. So that could be the issue.
What am I saying?
Or the lighting?
Must you gotta put it right here
Just to the highest?
on the camera. I mean, put the camera right here.
I don't think I'm gonna go on the tripod. No way.
Oh.
I think yeah, you can put it on the tripod. Wait, you use this or you use the next one?
You just put it on the tripod.
Huh?
Which tripod do you mean?
Anyone. You get the next one if you want.
Where it is?
Now you done it. Just put that right on here.
That's what it is.
Ah. Alright. I forget to tell maybe coming live. I don't honestly look better for real. Even though it ain't directly on us. See? It helped. That's fine. Don't look directly on us. We still have someone in here. Oh.
Right now.
Oh, 2 people already in here. Hey y'all.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Happy Sunday.
I thought someone would pop up over here, so I didn't know y'all was in here already.
No. Just trying to get the lighting right.
Yeah. Y'all can hear us?
I was just gonna say, if y'all can hear us, okay?
Drop something in the comments.
Yeah.
Let me see if mommy messaged me. I'll see if your mommy didn't message you. Sometimes sis could tell us what's going on. Okay, 3 people in here. Great. Hey y'all. It's been
a month
and 4 days since we went live. I don't remember when we put out our last video. Okay. Hey, how you doing? Dark and lovely brown. What's your name? We always see you comment on our videos. Farmers in the building. But we don't know your name. What's your name? If you mind sharing. Good day, everyone. I wonder if mommy in here. If she remember. So we're just going live. You want to remain incognito? We probably give everybody like 2 more minutes.
I'd say 5 because it's only 7:03.
We're on Bahamian time, eh? Sorry, and this here mommy coworker from the passport office. Oh,
okay.
How you doing?
Thanks for always showing your continued support and commenting on the videos.
For sure.
Really appreciate it.
So, yeah, I'd say like 2 minutes. 7:05 is good. I have 4 questions to answer in this live. Ingrid.
Oh, what do you say, man? What do you say, Aaron? I see you in shoes. You
didn't see it when we went last time?
No.
Because I got my passport when we was home last year. When it was?
I can't remember.
August? July? One of those times. Last year, July. Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. I remember always seeing your comments. Yeah, last year, July, I came home and we both came home. We were in quarantine for most of the time because that was like when you first needed the test to come home. Mm-hmm. But we couldn't get a test in Canada because the only people who could get a test at the time were people who
were showing symptoms in it.
Who had symptoms, yeah. So unless we were willing to lie about our symptoms, which some people did, and still weren't able to use the test. Mm-hmm. So we had to quarantine for 2 weeks. But and then I moved to the US. Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot. That's good. Congratulations.
Congrats. We're in the US right now. We're in Florida.
Y'all have extra room?
We're in Florida right now. But yeah, last July I got a new passport because I was changing my name to my marriage name finally after 5 years. But yeah, we wanted to wait until after we left Canada to do that, so we wouldn't have no immigration issues. Okay, tune in now. It only
Yeah.
saying one person here, but I guess more people in here
Yeah.
that we could see.
It is fluctuate.
Okay, it's 7:05. I guess we started.
We put out a poll on Instagram to see if you guys had any questions, and some people left some questions, but if you weren't able to answer on Instagram, you could post your questions in the chat, and
Yeah,
we'll be sure to answer them during the live.
and then we'll remember to go over what this live actually about. We'll be up on the picture again. You may need to pull that up. I think travel updates.
Travel updates, Christmas plans,
And if we don't Vlogmas.
and if we don't Vlogmas.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Vlogmas is when we vlog every day in December leading up to Christmas. It's a popular thing on YouTube. It's not just something we do, but yeah, we did it last year when we were in Turkey. You could go back and watch that whole playlist on our if you go on our channel and go to our playlist, you can see the Turkey Vlogmas playlist. That was fun. That was fun. I think that was my favorite Christmas.
It was very strenuous.
It was.
It was something different and new to us. Recording the video, editing it, and putting it up the same day. Still trying to give it somewhat good quality, you know what I mean, and not just put out any kind of video, haphazard video.
Usually for Vlogmas, people don't really put that much into it because you putting up a video every day, they just keep it raw. But we kind of like extra. We always want the quality to be good or the content to be interesting.
Yeah.
I tried Vlogmas 2 or 3 times before. That was when this page was my personal YouTube channel. I think I tried 3 years in a row, and I think the furthest I made it was like day 9, which was the Vlogmas before the one last year. But I was busy with work and stuff. But yeah, last year it was rough, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
And I think that was my favorite Christmas for sure. That was in Turkey.
Yeah. So like Zanya said, if you haven't checked that out yet, be sure to hit up the Turkey. I think we have a Turkey playlist, or it was a Vlogmas.
We had a Vlogmas one too.
We should have 2.
Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about the travel updates. That's the first thing we'll talk about. So right now we're in Florida. We left Mexico
about a week or so ago.
Yeah, about a week and a half, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We were here with my mother for a week and a half. Yeah, she came a little bit earlier than us, but we were here for a week and a half with her. Yeah, which was good. So we were able to help her get a lot of stuff for the house. Because our house is under renovation, which is almost done. Let me see. Yeah, so we're in Florida, and we plan to leave Thursday, but we don't know where we're going yet.
Oh, it looked like it was like slow mo, like your
like a laggy.
Yeah.
Probably the internet. But yeah, our plan is to go somewhere very short, probably a week.
Or maybe 2 different places to see if we can squeeze in 2 places.
I doubt it, because if we look at the calendar, we'll be leaving like hell. So we make it squeeze in like a week and some. So we've been looking at Guatemala. That's the only place we've been looking at. We started looking at El Salvador briefly.
Which is right below Guatemala. So
yes. So it'll be good if we could go to Guatemala, mainly the Antigua and then the Lake Atitlan area. But we'll see, because if anything, that'll be Thursday. So we need to find out like now, so we can buy tickets and stuff. But we'll see how it goes. But for Christmas, you're gonna say our Christmas plans?
We're coming home for Christmas.
Yes,
honey, I'm coming home.
We're coming home for Christmas. So this will be our first Christmas home in 5 years. Yeah. So
we're really excited to see and spend time with family. Eat some good Bahamian food, record some content, and just chill for a bit.
Yeah, it's mainly just see family. That's usually what our trips home are for. We don't leave the house much, but we go to see family. So this is our first Christmas home in 5 years. it was a last minute decision. We didn't always have this plan until recently.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Darian really wants to go home for Christmas, so we'll be going home for Christmas. But yeah, that's our Christmas plans. We don't think we'll do Vlogmas because it'll be pretty busy helping my mommy out with the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then we plan on opening a business while we're home. Selling, for now, it's cookies. We go in between selling cookies or selling brownies.
Yeah, so it's like a Christmas pop-up.
Yeah, like a holiday bake shop.
Mm-hmm.
That's our plan. We already sent all the stuff on the boat home. And we also ordered a few more things for that.
Came in today.
Yeah, so we plan to be home for a month, but that's where the iffiness comes in, like we said, with going to Guatemala if we end up going, because we would need to be home like the 1st of December because we think we may go somewhere for the New Year's. Go to a different country for the New Year's.
To bring in the New Year's.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed being in a different country for Christmas. It was, I don't know, it's just different. It's a lot more ease. And it may be because we were in Turkey and
especially a Muslim country that doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Turkey, like Darren said, they don't celebrate Christmas. So it was just like chill, but it still was fun because we had Vlogmas. So that forced us to get out and do different things and go to the mall.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying, the little like
yeah.
Go into the mall. We did a lot. We even went to Serbia for a little bit.
Yeah.
So in that whole, from the 1st of December to the 25th, we spent some in Turkey. We spent 10 days in Serbia. But it was rough. Like, we almost quit a few times, but it was mainly because we were having internet issues.
Yeah.
That was the only reason. I feel like if we have good internet, it'll be easier.
Yeah.
But going home, I don't think we'll have something to vlog every single day.
Because we don't want to just put out repetitive videos, because I wouldn't even want to watch that.
Yeah, and people do it on YouTube, and we watch it. Honestly, we watch it every day. But I don't know. I feel like when it comes to us and our own channel, we kind of set the standard higher. You know what I mean? We kind of have to get out of that a little bit and be willing to just turn on the camera, because we know for the most part, our subscribers would still be interested, even if we just show in mundane. That's the word.
Yeah, because you guys are just want to support whatever we decide to do.
Yeah, and then see our journey and stuff. Yeah. But for us, I don't know, like, we kind of almost don't want to do it if we don't feel it'll be interesting enough. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe last minute we'll end up doing it if we decide to do some stuff. We have some things planned when we go home, but like I said, we'll be kind of busy, so we don't want to overschedule. Yeah, but we definitely want to do a food video to show people Bahamian food. So mainly like the basics, like fritters, conch salad, probably crock-conch or something, peas and rice, macaroni, some breakfast options, sky juice. That's like our plan for the food video. And then what else we plan? I don't remember.
We may go to the swimming.
Oh, swimming with the pigs.
Out
yeah, out Adelaide. We want to try that.
And then we may go to a farming island just to show island life apart from the capital.
It'll be good if we could go to Bryland, but we also want to save our money for the New Year's, for when we start traveling again full time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in the New Year's it'll be more go as opposed to what this past year was. Yeah. So we basically change our style of traveling. We're traveling a lot slower. Yeah. But we feel like when we start traveling again, we want to go a little bit faster in terms of seeing more countries. So if we spend a month in a country, it has to be a country like where we could hit different cities or different parts, as opposed to staying in one country, one city, one apartment for a month. Yeah. So because we need to save our money and make some more money. Yeah. So that's why we don't plan to spend too much money home. But in the future, when we have more money, we want to do like a full island hopping Bahamas tour on our channel.
But if anyone from the Ministry of Tourism is watching this, you all could, shoot us an email at thenomadicislanders@gmail.com, and we could do a partnership. Yep. And show what the Bahamas have to offer. Showcasing the Bahamas and everything that we have planned to do in regards to tourism.
Yeah, but it's hard because accommodation is the main thing. Like, we could get to family islands easily, but the accommodation is so expensive.
And then we would have to take a PCR to get to the island too. So that's like
Oh.
That's like probably 100 each.
Okay.
Plus, yeah.
But even so, I'd say like but we'll spend 3 nights on the island, like accommodation wise.
That could be a ticket somewhere.
Or that could be a month rent in another country. So you're going back home? Yeah, we're going back home for a month.
Christmas.
I'd say like, I wouldn't say a month, because if we end up going to Guatemala and El Salvador, if we end up doing 2, we may get home like that first week of December. And if we end up going to another country for the New Year,
you'll probably have to leave by like the 29th.
So I'd say like 3 weeks to a month, or it could be longer. When we get home, something else may pop off.
Yeah.
And we may stay longer. So we're pretty open, but we're just trying to put light plans in place.
Yeah.
To, kind of plan out what our future look like. So that covers travel updates. That covers Vlogmas, and that covers where we're going for Christmas. So that covers everything that is live, mainly supposed to be for. But I'll also answer some questions we got on Instagram. So Excedencio X said, how, let me see, hopefully Brave would change that law. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough. Like, that's rough. I can understand, like, antigen, but that's a lot. PCR, that's a lot. Because even, like, if we wanted to go to Bryland for a day, boy, I feel like that changed everything. I think we'll definitely be in NASA, but we'll be busy, honestly. I don't think we'll have time to go to another island, because we'll be helping my mommy with the house, and then with the Christmas business.
I'm sure we can squeeze out
a little weekend.
A day or 2 or 3.
Yeah, we'll see. We have high hopes, but we also don't want to put pressure and then be disappointed when we get home, because that tends to happen. We'll go home thinking it'll be one way, and then like one weekend be like, okay, time to go, So yeah, we're pretty excited now. I wasn't excited at first, but when I bought the Christmas tree for our room and some Christmas decorations, I could envision some videos. So we'll try to do, I want to do more videos, but I don't know. I don't know how busy we'll be with the house and with the business. So maybe we could do like 2 to 3 videos a week, aim for 4, who knows? But I don't think we'll be able to do every day. It'll be too much.
If we don't do Vlogmas, then we could do 15 days of Vlogmas or something like that. But we'll be sure to put out videos.
Yeah, more often than we are now. This was just like, now we're taking a little break, and we were enjoying our time with my mommy, because, we weren't sure we were coming home, but now it's different. So, we were on a little break, so that's why y'all don't see as much videos coming out in terms of like every week or twice a week. But if we end up going to Guatemala, especially, the videos will start churning out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We have a video or 2 or 3 to edit right now. So, we want to get to the point where for sure we have minimum 2 videos out a week. So, but that would require us to lower our expectations of our videos, like being comfortable just turning on the camera and talking about a topic, as opposed to having some whole elaborate plan out situation.
And to be on top of our editing schedule.
His hair locking right now.
Yeah, it's actually locked right now.
Yeah, his hair is locking right now. So it looks so different than when he usually wears it in twists. I thought about locking mine too, but I don't know. I think I may miss my hair. I'm kind of over my loose natural hair, so I always wear it in these 2 braids.
What's your name, the general?
Yeah, we see your comments too.
Yeah, we see your comments all the time too, and we appreciate the support.
Yeah, for sure. I usually wear my hair like this. It's in 2 braids, or like when it loose out, how it looks. Hey, Lorenzo.
Hey.
How did you find our channel? That's a good question. How did you find our channel? Oh, this is my cousin Lorenzo. Because I have a cousin named Lorenzo. But yeah, Darren's locking his hair. It's doing pretty good. I started it in May. June. But yeah, it's doing good. It's almost all the way locked. It's just the ends that needs to lock now. Lorenzo from the girl in Mexico. You'll have to remind us.
Fresh our memory.
Yeah. For sure. The girl in Mexico? The only thing I think of is... No, that's not it. The Rosa Negra? No. You couldn't remember, boo?
No, that was Fausto. That was Fausto who we didn't meet to Bonito.
Where did we meet you in Mexico? Oh, I think we asked how He found our channel. And we said, he said from
okay,
the girl in
okay,
Mexico.
okay,
Okay.
From Energy's video, that's how you found us.
Oh, okay. From Energy. Okay.
Okay. Or maybe it was.
I forgot her name, but she is from the Energy. Yeah, well, glad to have you here.
Yes.
And thanks for commenting on our videos and stuff.
Yeah, thank you for your engagement.
Really appreciate it.
Keeping up with the videos.
Yes, I remember seeing your name and your picture.
Like we said, if you guys have any questions for us, you could be sure to drop them in the comments and we'll answer them.
Yeah. But for now, I'll answer the Instagram questions. Excidencio, hey X, said, how has the traveling experience been? Any lessons to share? Yeah, for sure. Lessons for sure. The experience has been good.
Yes.
I'm a Bahamian living in Canada. Okay, we used to live in Canada too for 5 years. Hey Darren.
Hey everything good. I'd say for the most part, traveling has been rewarding.
Yeah.
In terms of seeing new places, of course, experiencing new food and cultures, and especially being able to do it together at such a young age has been one of the most rewarding things, I would say, and just learning what not to do as you go along.
Yeah, for sure.
And how things can change in the blink of an eye, and you have to be able to adapt and not only be able but be willing to do it,
especially now.
Yeah,
like if we were traveling pre-pandemic days, it'll be way different. Way different. And I feel like I think we were good with managing our expectations of what travel would be right now, because when we decided to travel full time, it wasn't a pandemic yet. It was nowhere in sight. But by the time I'd say like a few months before we left, it was pandemic. So the fact that we knew we were gonna continue with our plan, we kind of knew that things would be a lot different, and we were open to just accepting whatever we had to deal with. You know what I mean? So, but it's been a lot easier than I expected to travel during the pandemic. It honestly hasn't been hard, other than getting tests and wearing a mask the whole flight. Like it hasn't been much that has changed, other than figuring out what countries you could go to, of course, like in terms of what countries are open and open to us specifically. That's been the only like disadvantage of traveling right now. Other than that, it's a lot more easier than the average person would think. Like some people honestly didn't even know they could travel right now. So some people didn't know they could travel until they got vaccinated, and they told them, okay, in 2 weeks you could travel. But travel has been open the whole time. There's always been countries that you could go to. Even right now, it's like 86 countries we as Bahamians could go to unvaccinated. So it's always been open. But
the main thing is just keeping up with different sites in terms of the restrictions, what's open to you and what's available to you. So research. Yeah. I'd say that's the main thing.
Will you be coming back to the US? I'm not even sure if the vaccine mandate, it is in effect. It came into effect November 8th. That's why mommy was here. But we'll be coming back, but not to stay. We'll probably come back to pick up our stuff and then head home. But that's the downside. We always have to travel through the US to get home. Yeah. So
unless we were to travel
to the UK
through Europe, which would be a lot more expensive.
The only place direct flight home is the UK.
Yeah.
And London, I think that's it. One airport we could travel directly home. So it's like if you don't have it, you can't get back home. So that's why we didn't think we'd be able to go home this year. But we came here before the 8th. Any lessons to share? That's the second part of X question. Yeah, being adaptable, being open-minded, and almost anticipating that things will go wrong. Because even before the pandemic, like when we went to Italy, you remember when we were going to our apartment that first night and the train was under construction? And we had no idea that it would be under construction. Yeah. So we had a long travel day because we were living in Canada at the time. And by the time we got to Italy, it was nighttime. We didn't have data yet because it was literally our first day.
And the route that our Airbnb host had told us, suggested us to take, we weren't able to take it, so we had to find another way to get to our Airbnb.
And I was like, the average person would probably freak out in that situation where you need to take this train to get to your Airbnb. But we had to figure it out quickly and be able to catch like affordable taxi to our Airbnb.
Yeah, because
So
time
stuff
was
like
going,
that.
so it didn't make no sense panicking.
Yeah.
Just standing there waiting around because we were tired and we were really wanting to get to the Airbnb as quickly as possible.
And it took us a while to even find out what was going on because everything was in Italian and we didn't have data, so we couldn't translate. So yeah, just being adaptable, expecting things to not work out all the time, having a plan B. And trying to, I know it's easy, especially in these days, to just want to travel to take pictures in that place or to only go to the popular places where you see your friends or people on the internet taking pictures. But doing your own research and figuring out where you want to go, like in terms of actually seeing the country, actually learning a little bit about the culture, being open to trying their foods, you know what I mean? Doing some research to see where you want to go as opposed to just going where everybody goes in that country.
Go to a whole new country and be ordering chicken tenders.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong with chicken tenders, but at least experience the local food or the way the locals live and eat.
Yeah, because you have some
twice
people.
While you're there.
You have some people who go to a new country, but it's like they did nothing other than take pictures. They didn't try the food. They didn't they learned nothing about the country. Or like in Tulum, where a lot of people didn't even know anywhere outside of the beach area existed. Yeah. So just being, we kind of freeze. Oh, Energy in here. Hey, Energy.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, just being open to like experiencing the country, you know, and learning about the culture. You don't have to learn all the history, but
yeah, don't want to be a deep dive into, you know, but learn something.
Yeah, I miss you too, Shepherd. Yeah, we miss putting up videos too. Okay, let's see. We missed some questions.
Carter said, do you plan to continue your travels next year?
Of course, Carter, you know this. Of course we do. Carter's Darian's little brother. You know we traveling next year, Carter. He probably think we secretly moving back home. But no, Carter, we plan on traveling next year. We plan on probably going to another country for the new year or after the new year. After we spend some time with y'all. What are your immediate future plans? That's it. Probably going to Guatemala for a little bit before we go home and then going home for the Christmas. And we have no idea where we'll be for the new year. If we decide to travel for the new year or where will be our first country in the new year. We have no idea. I know the US is closed to unbox. It is. If you're not a citizen or resident, since November 8th, the US is closed to people who don't have the vaccine. Oh, Canada too, yeah, for sure. Hi, Shepherd Manika. Hopefully you pronounced that correctly.
Yeah.
Good to see y'all. Miss your videos. Thank you. Just been taking a break, spending time with my mommy. But we have videos to edit now, so we'll be putting on videos more often.
Those this week.
Yeah, haven't been home yet to visit, but I'm still contemplating about getting the vaccine. Yeah, it'll be easier for you because you live in the US now. So because if you're a citizen or resident, you don't need the vaccine to get back into the US. So you actually have a choice. So you could go home and not be locked out. I want to find a travel bait. I know, Energy. I know. Hopefully in the new year, girl. Hopefully. I'm unvaxxed.
Put it on your Christmas list.
I'm unvaxxed and work for the government. But they're trying to get me vaxxed now. But I said, hell no, getting a religious exemption. I don't know. I know they haven't been accepting exemptions.
Especially here in the US.
Yeah, it's been rough. I've heard it's been rough for people to get around it, you know? And yeah, they kind of like, I don't know, usually where exemptions could work, but it hasn't seemed to be working. I've heard people who have gotten exemptions because of religion, even because of like medical reasons. And they don't care. Yeah, no. They don't care. But hopefully, good luck. Good luck to y'all. Hopefully, y'all don't feel forced to get it if you really don't feel comfortable. You're the one who put me on to those two lovely people, to these. Oh, Yeah, a lot of people are like that, especially here in Mexico. Yeah, for sure. We saw it, especially in Tulum, because Tulum is not like Mexico. Mexico is very much
Tourist.
Yeah, it's very much a place designed for tourists.
Mm-hmm.
So like they call it the Bali of Mexico. But
yeah, especially within the last year, since a lot of YouTubers and celebrities have been coming to Tulum and posting their different snaps and videos, only showing the beach side and not interacting with the locals in the downtown areas, or just doing things that aren't basically geared towards tourists.
Yeah, because there are locals in the, like you say, in Central, but people
Mm-hmm.
don't even know Central exists.
Yeah.
So let's see. She said, "Will you be making videos where you are? People still want to see that." I know we've been not so good with that, especially when Mommy was here because we were so busy. But we were able to record some when Mommy was here. Mommy even came on camera for y'all, and that's for Bahamian parents and grandparents. That's a treat, okay? Because they be hiding from cameras like I don't know what. I want to be yourself on camera this Christmas. That's Darian's for me, but yeah, Mommy even came on camera, so we have that video to edit, but we have one playa video to come out before then. So yeah, while we're here, we'll try to record. We may go out once before we leave. Yeah, but other than when we were running around with Mommy, we didn't really do anything. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you guys. Yeah, you're welcome. Once you're a citizen or resident, you won't be locked out. You could still come back but you need your test. Okay. Yeah, Kara, I know you don't get hide from the camera. So people could meet you. We could record you. But yeah, we plan to record a lot home, which I feel will be rough because I don't know how it'll go down. Yeah, we will tell her. I think she's watching this right now, so she should be able to see your message.
Yeah, she should be able to see your comment.
Yeah, but Bahamians are different. They're different. So I don't know how it'll work out vlogging in public, but I honestly don't care.
I think it'll be fine for the most part.
Yeah, I honestly don't care. I feel like people will say something because people crack on you for anything home, but I don't care, So yeah, we'll make ourselves vlog very often.
Yeah,
when we have time.
We also have a video coming out with some new gear that we got.
Oh yeah.
So
we have a few videos coming out.
Yeah, you guys can look forward to that as well.
Yeah, so it'll be a vlog that I did when Mommy was still here. The new gear we got for our camera and that Mommy got us. Mommy got us a GoPro, which feels so blessed for that.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. And then we got new suitcases. And we just been trying to get the things that we know we will need to elevate our content in the new year when we start traveling again.
And I will make traveling a bit easier. Like this bag that Tanya got.
A makeshift camera bag.
That we can MacGyver into a camera bag.
And we changed our suitcases because both of our suitcases broke on this last trip. My handle broke, Darian wheel broke. So,
but granted, these only cost us
$13 in Turkey. Yeah, so they
lasted from February.
That's a year. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's this year.
No, that was in February.
That was this year.
No, I remember we got it when we were in that Airbnb with John because we bought it just to travel around Turkey.
Oh yeah, we got it from Istanbul before we went to Cappadocia.
So that's November, and we only bought it to travel around Turkey. That's why we bought like $13 suitcases, but it lasts long. So
it did.
Yeah, but we got some new suitcases. And when we leave home, we're gonna do would we pack to travel the world full time. Plus another video we'll film. But we have a lot of videos planned, and we have a lot of editing to do right now in terms of what content we have right now. Yeah. Let's see. By the way, I used to live in Halifax too. Oh, okay. I used to go to St. Mary's.
It's a good size and all that.
It is. Yeah. I studied accounting at St. Mary's. I graduated in 2018. Yeah.
We actually lived like 5 or 6 minutes away from St. Mary's.
Yeah, we live really close.
And the last Airbnb that we stayed in.
He would know because he used to live in Halifax.
The last Airbnb that we stayed in was actually across from St. Mary's.
Yeah, for real.
That was like a full circle moment.
Yeah, but we used to live on Fenwick Street, if you remember where that is.
Yeah.
It's like really close to St. Mary's. It's close. It's on the same road as Darrell's. You should know where Darrell's is. But yeah, small world.
For real.
Yeah, it's a big Bahamian community in Halifax. I saw a lot of people that I knew there from school and from dance. But yeah, I graduated from Halifax. Then I used my degree for like, how much years, boo? 2 years, and then I was out.
Yeah.
I was out, child. But yeah. Let me go back to one other questions from Instagram. Anastasia. Hey, Stasia. She asked, Sister Ray, little sister. Passport. Oh, how do you navigate the visa requirements for each country? Does having a Bahamian passport help your travels? Let's see. How do you navigate the visa requirements for each country? So in our video, I think it was how to get in Romania. How to get in Romania video, we showed kind of like how we research if we need a visa or not. So all we do is we type in on Google Bahamian citizen visa requirements, and you can do it for wherever you're from, whatever passport you have or whatever country you're citizen of. You type in that country citizen visa requirements, and it'll give a whole list of which countries you need a visa to, which countries you could get in for visa free, and which countries you need a visa on arrival for.
Yeah.
Or e-visa. Like for Turkey, we needed an e-visa and be able to apply online for $30.
So we got it and we were able to print it out and have it ahead of time.
Yeah. So I think for Bahamians, there are 158 countries we can go to visa free or with a visa on arrival, meaning we don't have to do anything ahead of time to get into those countries. So that's 158 countries. That's a lot of countries. So we usually, if it's somewhere that we want to go to, we would look that up and see if we need a visa for that country. We try to avoid countries that we need to apply for in terms of like going to an embassy to get a visa. We're on that run quite yet.
And like Zanya said in that how to get into Romania video, it's good to know all of this information ahead of time, especially as it relates to your entry into the country and the visa requirements, because some people at the travel desk, they don't know if Bahamians could get into Romania, what they need, and wherever the country is that you are getting into, make sure it's good to know what you need and be sure in the information that you have.
For sure. So we're pretty lucky in terms of for Caribbean country, our passport is pretty strong. It's 158 countries, and if you compare it to the States, I think it's like, let's see,
maybe off by like 8 or something.
U.S. citizen visa requirements. We're pretty lucky. The visa, so for the U.S. is 187 countries versus 156. So we're very lucky to have a Bahamian passport as a Caribbean person. She says, does having a Bahamian passport help with your travels? Yeah. So we just answered it does help. It helps a lot. We have a lot of options to choose from. So my cousin Shanae, hey Nene, she's also a traveler.
Yes.
Currently she's living in Arctic Canada. Is that, I don't know how to call it. Up north in Canada. I don't know what part of Canada is she in, but she up there where it's super cool.
Yeah.
But she's also a traveler. She asks cities. Oh, let me see if we have any questions yet. I don't think so. Hey, Soph.
Hey,
Watching. Miss you guys. We miss you too. We miss you too. We can't wait to see you. She said cities or countries we would like to visit. It's kind of hard to say because it's a lot of countries that I want to visit, but it's not like a burning desire to go to these places. You know what I mean? And for me, places will be like Spain, Portugal. I want to see some places in Africa, Morocco, Egypt. We really wanted to go to Egypt after Turkey, but we would have had to go to an embassy to get a visa. We don't feel like doing that right now. So
for me, it's pretty much the same. Portugal. I want to go to Tanzania. Where else? I want to go to Switzerland.
Poland and Switzerland for sure. So a lot of those countries in the Schengen zone in Europe. Ireland, I really liked Ireland. We had like a layover there for a couple of hours when we were going to Italy, but I would really like to travel through Ireland. We used to want to go to Southeast Asia, but I don't think we're as hot up about it anymore.
Oh yeah, South Korea.
Oh yeah, South Korea for sure. South Korea, Japan for me, because Japan is like an introvert country, and I would love that.
And they have a bunch of cute cafes, Satanya.
That's South Korea for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to go.
No, like cafes.
They do, but South Korea more so known for like the cute cafes. Definitely, I want to go to South Korea. Fun fact: before we started traveling, I was looking at like teaching English in South Korea. But yeah, those are the places we kind of. So South Korea, Japan. I don't want to go to China, Portugal. Yeah. I don't say we'd that hot up over Spain. No. Especially watching energy video in Spain. Yeah, I don't think we were ever hot up to go to Spain.
No.
But yeah. Morocco, Egypt.
Yeah, Morocco.
I want to go to though, Iraq. Seeing John them in Iraq.
Yeah.
That looks super interesting right now. Especially being a place that people couldn't go to for a while. But I don't know if we could go there. Because they open to certain countries right now.
Yeah, and if you're not included in those countries, then of course you can go.
Yeah, they just recently opened up, and not because of the pandemic or anything, but you couldn't travel there, essentially.
For years.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. But they just recently opened up to a certain amount of countries. And usually the Bahamas is never on anybody's list. So if a country say, oh, we open up to 87 countries, you can guarantee the Bahamas isn't on that list.
For sure.
So I don't know if we'll be able to go there, but that looks really good. Ukraine, for sure. We wanted to go there when we were in Romania.
And then Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yeah, the Balkan areas.
Yeah.
I think we'll go there soon. You know what I mean? I feel like those will be our first places to hit.
Maybe spring.
Yeah, for sure. We kind of want to avoid the winter, but I don't think we could avoid it because if we're trying to travel January, we're going to catch somebody winter if we're not trying to stay in this area. I stayed for 3 months in Costa Rica after I left college. That was it for me. Happy to see my Bahamians traveling the world. Yeah, for sure. Costa Rica's on our list, but I feel like it's just so much information. Oh, yes, Jerusalem. Yes, Jerusalem. I always wanted to go to Jerusalem and Israel.
And those countries.
Egypt for sure on my list. Hey, Paulette.
Hey, Paulette. In the Middle East. Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan.
I want to go to Georgia too. So shoot, now that we say it, there are a lot of countries we want to go to. Yeah, for sure. And I kind of hot up to go to those.
Yeah, they look super interesting, beautiful architecture.
Yeah.
People are friendly.
For sure.
And helpful.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't feel like we'll make it to most of Central or South America right now. We kind of want to, when we go, hit all the countries in those areas. So we'll wait until those countries open.
Yeah.
Like we really want to go to Peru, Chile, and Bolivia, but Chile and Bolivia closed right now. So we'll hold off on going to Peru, you know? Brazil, of course, but not right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like, honestly, the next place we'll hit in the new year is probably the Balkans.
Yeah.
Because it's affordable for one. And then they've been pretty steady in terms of like being open and the restrictions and stuff like that. So I feel like we'll do the Balkan areas and then see what happens after that. Probably do like the Schengen zone, like Portugal and stuff. Yeah, but yes, Jerusalem for sure. Jerusalem and Israel, I really wanted to go to those for a while. And Egypt. And Jordan. Oh, yeah, for real. They just seem so interesting to me.
What are places with the Oasis?
Petra? Oh, no. The Oasis, that in Peru.
Oh.
I wanted to go to Peru mainly for the Oasis and Machu Picchu. But yeah, that's all the questions we have from Instagram. So we closed that. So we answered what this live about, and we answered the Instagram questions.
Yeah. For those of you who are just tuning in, we are coming home for the Christmas, and we plan on doing a pop-up bakehouse business where we're doing cookies and brownies. So you can gourmet. Yeah, you can get your orders ready for that.
Yeah, we'll post more about that later.
Yeah,
probably like in the next couple of days, we'll post more like the graphics and
still fine tuning a couple things for that.
What flavors we'll have and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll be doing when we come home and helping my mommy with the house and showing y'all like some Bahamian food. That's all we plan right now, and probably going swimming with the pigs, but in Nassau, not. I don't remember what island that is where the pigs are.
Somewhere.
Yeah, but it would be nice to like tour around the Bahamas because it's so pretty, so especially the Family Islands.
If any of you have a boat, you can work out a little deal and we can make it happen.
Yeah. Energy, you have a what's the word? You have a candidate for travel bay duties. Let's see. You guys really doing great. The most I've been was the islands and US, not the entire US. That's why I love your videos. Thank you. I feel like I'm there with y'all. Yeah, before we started traveling, that was mainly us still going to Florida all the time. We haven't even done much islands. Darren took me to Bryland for one birthday. We were really young. I think I was fresh out of high school. I don't remember. You still at Atlantis.
Probably.
So that was almost 10 years ago when we've been to Bryland. Probably like 8, 9 years. 8, 7. Yeah. And then in my adulthood, I haven't been to any islands other than when we went to Bryland. And the other countries.
Regatta before?
As a child, yeah. I went to Regatta. But that was only Andros Regatta. Yeah, with my family, because my family from Andros. But yeah, we'd really want to do the islands and show people what the islands have to offer, and show Bahamians the islands too, because the average Bahamian can't afford to travel to the islands because of the accommodation being so high. So yeah, that's our goal, to show the Bahamas. But we got to get our coin up for that because it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Oh, so like I said, if anyone in here from the Ministry of Tourism who could put in a good word to get some partnerships and some ambassador collaborations,
yeah,
we'd definitely be open to that, to showcase tourism in the Bahamas.
For sure. My goal is I would really like for the Bahamas to be a little more affordable for Bahamians to be able to enjoy it, because the Bahamas is so beautiful and we don't get to experience it as Bahamian people. You know what I mean? The average Bahamian person don't get to experience the true beauty of the Bahamas. So it'll be nice to show the Bahamians what's out there in terms of the Bahamas. Other than that, the only places I went to before we started traveling was like on cruises. And then so they weren't even countries, it was just like territories.
Yeah, my first cruise was for our honeymoon.
Yeah, that was nice. And then my stepdad is Cuban, so I went to Cuba, of course. His best friend's wife, who was also very close to my mommy, was Dominican, so I went to Dominican Republic as a child. And Panama for mommy, with mommy for business purposes. So those are the countries I went to before we started traveling now. But yeah. Even though we've been traveling for a year, we haven't been to that many countries because, like I say, we've been traveling slowly. So we only went to...
most of the time was spent in Mexico.
In Tulum, yeah. Because Tulum was more like our waiting spot to see what happens with the world.
Yeah.
So that's what Tulum was for us, like a home base while we try to figure it out. But other than Italy, before we even started traveling full time, we only went to Turkey and Serbia. Where else we been?
Turkey, Serbia, Mexico, and Romania.
And Romania. Oh, I almost forgot about Romania. So we have a lot of countries to hit.
Yeah.
And this year will definitely be a lot more countries, a lot less slow travel.
Yeah.
No matter what 2022 brings, we could be out here.
For sure. And we'll be doing a lot more activities too, whether it be free, like hiking and sightseeing an area, or a guided tour, or some food tour or workshop making chocolate or wine in vineyards in Italy, or
so we have a lot to show y'all.
Yeah,
a lot. We tired of waiting.
Some olive oil class.
Making pastas in Italy.
Yeah.
So get excited because we tired of waiting. We could be out here.
Forward to.
We could be out here.
Especially with the GoPro, snorkeling with reef sharks and whale sharks.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paulette says, sounds great. Looking forward to it. The pigs in Exoma. Yeah, they have some with the pigs in Nassau too, out Adelaide. I don't know if you know that, Paulette, but my mommy's friend owns that company, so we'll end up doing that. We would love to do the one in Exoma, but the boat will probably be, it'll probably cost us over $400 between the two of us just to go on the boat. I know the boat usually costs like $2 something. It'll probably be
like $250 per person, honestly.
Yeah, and that was 5 years ago. So right now it may be like $300 per person, and that's rough just to be on the boat all day. It's not even like we staying in another island. That's a lot. For a couple hours. I'm thinking about living in another country for a year. Exuma is beautiful but expensive. You live in Exuma, Paulette? Thinking about living in another country for yeah, that'll be nice to live in another country for a year. I advise everybody to try live somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just for the experience. It really does widen your perspective. Leaving home definitely widens it for anybody, not just for Bahamians, but we honestly wouldn't be the people we are right now if we didn't, for one, move to Canada, and if we didn't embark on this journey. It really does. Even just traveling a little bit more often in terms of like, if you always go to the States, probably go into different countries, it definitely shifts your mindset a lot.
Yeah, and open your eyes to what's going on and how things operate in regards to economics and just human relations.
For sure. So Paulette said, I lived on an island for years. Beautiful experience. Yeah, I would like to experience that. We have a friend who lives in Eleuthera, and we were thinking of probably visiting her on this trip, but I don't know if we'll have enough time. But that would be nice to visit her. Tulum is nice and cheap too, and it was a good choice for sure. It really was a good choice, and it was a lot cheaper than we expected, especially because we were staying in Central, and we had a nice apartment. For how much we were paying? Like 600 US. We started out paying like 600 US a month for what we had, like literally walking outside and the pool being right there and it being aesthetically pleasing. It was pretty cheap, and the food was cheap too. Sorry, affordable. You was telling me about the word cheap. Affordable. Are you going live in the Bahamas and doing Vlogmas? I think we'll end up going live because we kind of want to go live every month. So probably like around the 10th of December, if that's a weekend. Let me see. Yeah, around 11, 12, probably the 12-ish. Oh, that's my mommy's birthday, by the way. So I don't know. Probably like, I'd say like the 19th or something. We'll definitely go live in the Bahamas. And that's what we mentioned earlier. We were thinking of doing Vlogmas because even though it was so hard last year, it was also very fun. And it forced us to get out of the house because we could very much fall into like a lazy spirit of not wanting to leave the house.
And having done it last year, I said we'd have a better handle on it now.
And then we wouldn't have as much internet issues.
Yeah.
If we were able to do it last year with the internet issues we had, like some parts of Turkey, when I said we didn't have no internet, we had no internet. And we still were able to get the videos out. We did good. Like, pats on our back, we did good.
Using our data, the hotspot to our laptop to upload videos.
Yeah. Like, we really wanted to do it, but honestly, we don't know how busy we'll be when we get home in terms of, like, helping my mommy with the house and with this Christmas business that we plan on doing.
Yeah.
But it would be good to do it, honestly. But I don't know how interesting it would be because we'll have more of a routine. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. If we don't end up doing Vlogmas,
some renovation videos, some baking videos.
Yeah, we have some videos planned. Even just fixing up our space in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Even though we don't go to the Bahamas as often, we have a pretty good space there to set up, especially now after the house was recently renovated.
Some cafe.
We got a little Christmas tree for our room. I think it's like 7 feet, mommy? I think it's like 7 feet. But it's like a sparse. It's a sparse. It's a sparse tree, so that's why I say little. That's like the trend for 2022, having sparse Christmas trees. So I'm excited to put our room together. I don't know if we'll be in the room or like in the studio space in number 3 when we send me put us there. So we don't know if we'll be fixing a room or like a studio when we get back to the Bahamas, but looking forward to doing that. So that'll be a good video. Decorating for Christmas. That'll be nice, especially having our own tree. We could decorate it. Got some stuff to decorate our room for the holidays. Yeah, so we have those to film. Obviously, the Bahamian food, because that's like, the Bahamian food. And then showing different things. Probably doing a beach day. A day going and trying different conch salads at different locations. So we could get creative with it. But we don't know how much time we'll have and we really want to help mommy out. So who knows?
I may do some cooking videos as well.
Yeah, who knows? We may do Vlogmas. If not, we'll try to put out videos often. Probably like 3 videos a week. Yeah. Not in Exuma now. Travel gives you another perspective. It really does. One thing I love about living in Canada is the access to the stock market. EFTs pay me dividends every month. It's like a free paycheck, honestly, for real. It I wish I knew what I know. I wish I knew then what I know now in terms of like how taxes and everything work in Canada. We would have been able to take advantage of a lot more, especially because I had a business in Canada. I wish I was a little more knowledgeable on how we could have taken advantage of all the stuff we could have taken advantage of. Our utilities included for the most part with the apartments in Mexico. Yeah, everything was included. There are some that may charge a little bit extra for like power,
Yeah.
but they're not supposed to do that, but they do. Some do. But yeah, everything was included. It was $600 when we first went there last year. And because of the money conversion, it ended up being $640 when we got back.
Would you both consider writing a travel book about slept on spots?
For sure, yeah. For sure. When we do our website, we'll definitely have like a blog section too. We'll be able to put content on there and a lot more information in terms of like where to go in these places. A book would be a great idea. It would help people and getting some income for more travelers for sure. It would be. We have a lot of good plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll have some exclusive content on Patreon as well. So if you guys want to subscribe to our Patreon to help us with our travels and help us continue putting out the content that we do and being able to get to these unseen places and explore and bring you guys the videos that you love so much.
And our Patreon starts at, is it $3 a month?
Yeah, it starts at $3 a month.
Yeah.
And
it's like an exclusive community. We'll have different videos on there, different chats, like private chats for Patreon only members.
You'll have some private live streams on there as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And the good thing about Patreon is even though it's subscription based, if you want to sign up today, you can, and if you want to exit next week, you can cancel at any time.
Yeah.
No fees or anything like that. So,
if you just want to do it for a month.
Yeah.
To, try it out or whatever. But that helps us. And some people got us some coffee this month too. Yeah. We have to thank Becca. Becca got us coffee. My blind sister, Rebecca, she's a Bahamian.
Belinda got us coffee.
Yes, Belinda got us coffee. She's a subscriber.
Charles, I think
Charles got us coffee.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much.
Yes. Charles Johnson. I think they messaged back and said they found us on YouTube.
So if you're interested in buying us coffee, the link is
always
below.
In our description.
Yeah, it's always in our description.
And the description, because Mommy always tell me about this. Mommy say we can't assume that everybody knows where the description box is. But if you watch our video and you scroll right under the video, it'll be an arrow. And once you click that, a lot of information there. So where you can find us on Instagram, how you can treat us to a coffee. I think the coffee one is $5. Yeah, our email address, our Patreon link to join our Patreon community.
So right under the video, you see the title of the video. It should be straight to the right. You just press that, it'll drop down, and you'll see the description of the video and different links that we have there.
Yeah, and I think one of the tiers on our Patreon also have where we'll send a postcard from the country we're in every month.
Yeah.
So that'll also be interesting. So Patreon has a lot of like exclusive content and like perks from supporting our journey.
Yeah. And some of the tiers, you guys will have input on the types of video we do next or where we go to next.
Yeah, and like food we try, stuff like that.
Life as Jody.
I remember Jody.
You all look nice seeing you again.
Thank you. It's nice seeing you too. You remember how so we met Jody our Airbnb.
Oh yeah.
We met Jody when we were going to. It was cold, honey. It was cold that day.
Yeah.
But we met Jody. We were. I think the person who ran our Airbnb also ran that unit. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the bigger unit, I think she said. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to see you again on here.
See you too.
Yeah. Please press read info for key spot. I don't understand what you mean. Elegant pause. Read info? I think that's what you meant. You're talking about like in the description?
Patreon is a wonderful idea. I will do so. I'll get you both the coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate that. We appreciate it. Wish you well in your future. Thank you, Paulette.
Thanks.
Thanks. Y'all have any more questions for us? Let me see if Mommy messaged me, because sometimes Mommy would want me to talk about certain things. And she'll put it in the messages. You can check your phone too, boo. Oh, Mommy said she's tuning in and to do well. Thank you, Mommy.
You can check to see if you got anything else on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Let me check to see if anybody else asks any other questions.
More info, key spots on the blog.
Okay. Thank you. We'll definitely remember that.
Yeah, and on Patreon we have a few blog posts on there as well.
Oh yeah, we did put blog posts. We had our Patreon for a while. We just never used to talk about it, and Mom used to tell me about that a lot. But I don't know. We just never talk about it often. We would mention it here and there. No, we didn't. We mentioned on Instagram, but never on YouTube in a video.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patreon. I guess we could explain what it is for people who don't know what it is. It's pretty popular amongst like YouTubers and different artists.
Yeah, it's basically a subscription-based platform where
find some questions.
Supporters can
support.
Where supporters and subscribers can support their favorite YouTubers, artists on different works that they have coming up, or just to support their journey. So you have multimedia artists like painters, graphic designers. What the next thing is? Like what she Mid City is.
Oh, she's like an illustrator.
Yeah, illustrators, musicians, things like that. So,
YouTube content creators.
Yeah, videographers, photographers, and each one they would have their own. You can have up to 5 or 6 different tiers, and you can set it at any amount that you want, and it'll include different exclusive options. So some you may get behind the scenes photos and videos. You may get first look at a video before it hits YouTube, or before it hits
some raw footage that we don't use on YouTube.
Some raw unedited footage. You may get postcards from a particular place that they're at now. They've been put in number to get a one-on-one call. Lives. Some have.
So it's like an exclusive community where what you would get from us would only be on Patreon.
Access to a private Discord chat, access to a private live stream, one-on-one call.
Yeah.
Different things like that.
So it's a lot it helps us a lot, and then most people on Patreon, they try to give back to their patrons. That's what you say is called each person. Patrons. Isn't patron a drink?
Yeah, patron.
Okay. They give back to their patrons with different exclusive content, or like stuff like postcards, like we said. With one of our tiers, we give postcards every month from wherever we are.
And then too, if the artist has out any merch or books like an ebook or anything like that,
you get a discount.
One of the tiers, it may be a 15% discount, and then in the higher tier, you may be able to get that for free.
Yeah. So it's pretty popular amongst YouTube travelers too, especially.
So it's just a way for you to support your
favorite YouTubers.
Your favorite YouTubers or artists.
Yeah. Somebody asked, is the Carter saver, is there family discount on cookies? Yeah, Carter, you straight. You straight. We got you. You'll be our tester. What is your goal to see your mommy, boo? So Darian's mommy said
to
YouTube. Immediate or like future goal. I feel like we definitely, from we started YouTube, we took it seriously in terms of we knew we wanted to do this for a long time. So we invested in our camera, which I can show you right now. I don't want to blind y'all, so let me turn the light down. But yeah, we invested in our camera when we got to the Bahamas after we left Canada. So we invested in gear. We did a lot of like research in terms of like how we wanted to edit our videos and just certain things like what Energy always talks about, like not having shaky footage, giving people whiplash. So we knew we wanted to take it seriously. We knew we wanted to go far with it. But I'd say for right now, our immediate goals are getting monetized on YouTube, which we're almost there. We hit the subscribers, but we need more watch time. Probably working with certain companies and brands that align with our channel.
But I'd say starting out, one of our main goals was to just show how affordable and attainable travel
could
is,
be, yeah.
and the different ways that you could incorporate travel and different ways to reduce your expenses.
Yeah, our main thing was showing how attainable it could be. And
hmm
I think going forward, we also want to share tips that would be helpful to people who only travel on vacation.
Yeah.
Because, like, when we travel to Italy, for example, we just were traveling on our vacation.
Mhm.
So, me from home, when I used to travel with mommy a lot, I learned like how to maximize my vacation days, like utilizing holidays and weekends to get more out of your vacation time. So that's something we kind of want to go into to help people who watch us who aren't traveling full time, like the
Yeah.
average person who only have their vacation days to work with.
Yeah.
So
Like you have a limited amount of time, you have things you want to do, but you don't want to overexert yourself and feel like it's just go, 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 and you're not
yeah,
able to enjoy your vacation.
because usually like if you work in a full time job, your vacation is also the time you have to rest, before you get back. So I remember in Italy, it was certain days where we just rested. Like we took a day in Rome and in Florence where we just didn't leave the house.
Yeah.
We rested. Everything we did, we didn't like fully plan with our day. We would like if we were going to the Coliseum, we'd be like, okay, whatever time we wake up, we'll go. We wouldn't book an early ticket to get in because we don't know what time we'll get there.
Yeah.
So certain tips and tricks like that to help the average person, just to help people get out there a little bit more, as opposed to just go into the places that they most comfortable with, and also showing people how affordable travel could be. Because like people didn't know how affordable prices in terms of like ticket prices could be until we got like a $270 ticket from Florida to Turkey. Like people just assume once you go over the pond that it'll be super expensive when it really isn't the case. And we had the same mindset, honestly. We had the same mindset that we had to have so much money to go to Europe but when we actually went to Italy, yeah. You got it? Yeah. So we went to Italy, we actually spent way under our budget. So we were like shocked at how affordable it was. So that's kind of like, that's why in our videos, we always try to show the prices to show people, like, so people have an
Just so
idea.
you have something to compare it to.
Yeah, people have an idea, and we like to do cost of living videos or saying how much certain things cost in a grocery store, because grocery and expensive is very expensive.
Grocery what?
Grocery in the what I say?
Grocery and expensive is very expensive.
Grocery in the Bahamas is very expensive. So we like to show people how much, like how affordable groceries in different countries is. But I'd say our main goals right now, short-term goals,
Getting
get monetized and growing our community, and then being more consistent with posting, and being comfortable with just turning on the camera and filming a video, record. Not expecting every video to be intricate and edited super nice, just to get more content out there for the people who follow in our channel. And long-term goals is of course like hitting 100,000 subscribers, working with certain
different tourism boards, brands.
That's a big goal for us, because a lot of the travel vloggers that we follow, they ended up getting picked up by tourism boards who would have them travel a certain country, you know what I mean, and you work for that tourism board. Yeah, that's a big goal for us, especially the Bahamas tourism board. Traveling as a couple should be interesting. I've only seen the perspective from solo travelers like energy, etc. Yeah, it is. It's very interesting. And our relationship is a lot different now that we travel. We always had like a close friendship. Yeah, a close friendship other than just being husband and wife. But it's a lot different now. And I feel like we click more now, and we have a lot more time together because we aren't working 2 full-time jobs, but we still have a balance in terms of like having us time, you know what I mean, doing different things.
And I'd say that since the pandemic started and me and Zanya spending more time together, in a lot of situations I would really cause other couples to like constantly clash heads. Yeah. But we were able to
work through a lot.
Yeah, work through a lot. Learn more about each other, grow individually, grow as a couple, and it's really been a great thing. So
for sure.
Yeah. I'd say it was really the pandemic for some was bad, and for others, they were really able to thrive in it. So it's all about perspective.
Yeah, for sure. We've been pretty lucky.
Yeah, and
we're not always on the same page in terms of travel. Like sometimes we're gonna go to different places, completely different places, and we kind of like have to sell each other on why this person wants to go here and why this person wants to go there, you know, and kind of like do the research for both places and come to a decision. Yeah. So it's not all easy, especially when you have two different people trying to decide on one thing.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of hearing each other out and really looking at it from each other's perspective.
Compromise.
For us to figure out where we're going to next. Like for us, going home was a compromise. Darian really wanted to go home for the Christmas. And for me, I really wanted to spend Christmas in another country because we had such a good time in Turkey last Christmas. But compromise, you know. And it was an easy compromise. Like Darian wants to spend time with his family. I want to spend time with his family and some family members that I haven't spent time with for a bit. So yeah, we compromise. Patreon is a wonderful idea. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. It's a wonderful idea. And I'm excited to see what content we put out there that's like different from YouTube and from Instagram, like what exclusive content we put out there and having a more like deeper connection, you'd say, or closer connection with Patreon community.
Yeah. And as it grows, we'll offer different things as well.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys have like a monthly posting goal or just go with the flow? We try to stick to like twice a week, which could get rough if we're not doing anything because like we said, we kind of like set high expectations for ourselves and our channel. And if we're not doing anything that interesting to us, we kind of don't want to pick up the camera. But we're learning to work through that. Like
we're more so quality over quantity. Just having a big portfolio of videos that don't really add up to much, you know what I mean?
But we'll work through that. Like it's still a lot of things that aren't interesting to us that would be interesting to y'all.
Yeah.
So we just have to get comfortable with, even there's a lot of topics we want to talk about and a lot of information we want to put out there. We have to get comfortable just turning on the camera.
Yeah, especially how
and talking about it.
Especially how our brand and channel is more than just travel, and it involves our day-to-day lifestyle as well. So we'll incorporate more sit-down videos just talking about different topics that interest us or different things that we are planning to get into or different subject matters that you guys may suggest.
Yeah. But for sure, we used to have a weekly goal. But as we kind of slow it down and try to figure out what our next steps look like after Romania, it was like a huge lull because we had so much plans after Romania in terms of the countries we were going to, but we ended up changing all of that and going back to Mexico to kind of like slow down and really think about what we want to do and what we want to change about the way we travel. And I'm kind of happy we did that because now our style of traveling will be completely different. Yeah. In the new year compared to how it was for this first year of travel. So for those 2 months, we were just going with the flow. But now for sure, minimum 8 videos a month, 2 videos a week. So that'll be our goal for the new year. Minimum 2 videos a week. So 8 videos a month. Carter says, out of all the places so far, what's your favorite one and why? Turkey for sure.
Yeah.
Turkey for sure. Turkey was amazing. It's beautiful, but mainly the people. The people were, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe Turkish people. They're just so nice, like so nice and kind and generous and just like authentically.
Genuinely nice, authentic. Yeah.
Just that's just who they are. Like we would hear a lot of YouTubers before we went to Turkey be like, "Oh, you walk in a store and they'll be giving you free things," and we're like, "Yeah, whatever." That's probably because they see you with a camera, you know. But honestly, when we go into stores, even without a camera, we just walking around being tourists. Like so nice. Like they want to help. They want to learn about you. They want to give you free things out of their store.
Invite you into their store and into their homes.
Offer you tea,
coffee, and Turkish delights.
Yo, like for sure.
Trinkets and things like that.
Our goal is to get residency in Turkey, which is pretty easy. So the next time we go to Turkey, we're going to apply for residency. But yeah, the Turkish people we can't wait to go to Turkey and show y'all so much more of Turkey. We only went to one, two, three cities in Turkey. But we have a lot more to show y'all when we go back to Turkey. And we definitely want to do a group trip to Turkey to take you some of you guys there. And I've been telling my mommy for sure she have to go to Turkey with us, like our parents, even my stepdaddy. We'll find a way to get him there. Our parents definitely have to go to Turkey with us next year. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, mommy. I know you're watching.
How long do you guys, Brown says, how long do you guys plan on traveling? Is there any plan for starting a family, or will it be after all the traveling is done? I hope this is not too personal.
It's not too personal at all.
No.
Yeah, our goal is to always be travelers, even if we have a home base.
Yeah, travel will always be incorporated into our lifestyle in some form or fashion.
Yeah, not to say like for the rest of our life we'll be traveling full time, but like if we were to find a home base that we stay for 6 months out of the year and then travel out of 6 months, or like alternate, we definitely want traveling to be our lifestyle, and it definitely won't stop after we start out. Yeah, for sure. So as of right now, traveling will always be a part of us. We don't know how long we will travel in terms of like full time. A lot of times people say and it ends up being like 5-6 years. But especially because we know when we have kids, we'll still be traveling like this.
Yeah, they'll definitely be exposed to their travel lifestyle and be able to see the world from a more broader viewpoint.
Yeah. We plan on always having an alternative lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, if we end up having kids next year, we'll still be traveling, That's our plan. And then eventually we'll find a home base. For now, we say Turkey. But we'll see how that goes. And Turkey is good because it's like in the middle of the world.
Yeah,
it's easy to get anywhere. Hub. It's a major travel hub. Is it Seoul the biggest airport?
The airport will be the biggest once it's completely done.
Yeah. So we still any plans to start a family? Yes, for sure. Plans to start a family, especially once we have like steady finances. We plan on starting a family and still traveling the way we do now. We follow YouTubers now who live this lifestyle that we live, and they have kids. Yeah. One of them who I've been watching, they're actually in Turkey right now with their 2 young daughters, and they show how what's the word I'm looking for?
Beneficial?
Not so much beneficial, but how normal it seems to them, Like it's nothing crazy, it's just life. And I feel like that's how we will feel too.
Yeah.
And that'll be good to show too, doing it as a family. So no, we're not we're not like just gonna travel and then stop and then have a family. We just plan on living life like this. It's a pleasure to see more melanated travelers. We are out there, but there are a few. I feel it is a few on YouTube, and that's what I was telling Darian before we started traveling too. I was like, and then the few that are on YouTube, they're not doing it consistently. So I told Darian, if we were to do this, we had to do it this way. You know what I mean? Try to be as consistent as we can.
Yeah, and sure that we're giving value.
Yeah, for sure. No Junkanoo. Is there Junkanoo this year, Paulette?
I don't think so.
No?
But that's what she's saying.
Oh, I haven't been to Junkanoo in so long.
Yeah, me too.
That would have been so good to show our subscribers, though. You don't think? That'd be so nice to show our subscribers.
But I think like, I don't know if it's like every other weekend or whatever, but in Bahama they'll have like a little rush out or something like that. So if we
could find someone doing a rush out,
that'll just be Junkanoo. Will just be on a grander scale.
Yeah, if we could find somewhere in the Bahamas that's doing like a Junkanoo rush out. So for people who don't know, the Junkanoo rush out is like a very short snippet of what a whole Junkanoo celebration festival would be like. So we'll try to find that so we could show y'all what Junkanoo is.
Yeah.
It's like the Bahamian version of Carnival, even though the Bahamas also has Carnival now. But it's the Bahamian version of Carnival, but different. A lot more about music and
costumes. You have different groups,
costumes.
A group, B group, C group, and then you have the different like scrap groups. So choreographed dancing, you have the different sections.
Yeah.
Brass, drums,
trumpets.
I think that come under brass.
Well, trumpets come under brass.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about the Junkanoo terminology, but boy, I haven't been to Junkanoo since I probably was in high school. You?
I've been after that.
I've been in a long time. But if we go, we need to have tickets.
Yeah.
And we need to be on Rosin. We need to be on Rosin. I never had tickets to Junkanoo, and I never been on Rosin. So I always been in one little corner or something. I gotta run to the bathroom.
Cheesy told me, bleak to put out of heaven. Gotta hit the iron while at heart. All will be fine. I'll let so my next trip is Turkey. Yeah, Turkey would definitely be great. We were able to hit a few places while we were there. We were able to go south on the coast to Kash. We went to Cappadocia, and then we were back and forth to Istanbul. But the next time we go, we definitely plan to go to more places like Ankara, Fethi, Izmir, Fethi, Pamukkale. So we plan to definitely hit a lot more places once we go back to Turkey. So I don't say just in the same more consistent. Yeah, we definitely plan to be more consistent in our upload schedule and just making sure that we bring forward good content to you guys. Tanisha said I missed it. Where are you going next? Potentially Guatemala.
Okay, I'm back.
Potentially Guatemala to Antigua and Lake Atitlan.
Yeah.
Not Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua in Guatemala.
It's more like an expat community there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you answered Paulette yet when she said next trip is to Turkey?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Paulette.
That's what I was talking about, the different places in Turkey.
I want my next trip to be to Turkey too.
And the places that we plan to go to in Turkey.
Yeah, we definitely going to Turkey next year for sure. Like just us and doing a group trip there and taking our family there. Can't wait. Cannot wait. If they didn't have a winter there, we probably would be there like in January, but they have winter. But who knows? We used to winter.
Yeah.
From living in Canada.
I need to visit Turkey.
Just need to stay consistent for sure. Yeah. We definitely need to stay consistent, but we feel like now that we have our mind right, we kind of had to stop and figure out how we want to continue to do this because we hit a year travel already, and that was our initial goal, to hit a year, and we just needed time to like figure out what was next. So we took that time into Loam to do that. Now we know what we're doing. So once we start, just yes.
Tanisha asked the name of the family with Chloe and
oh, I can find out their page. Chloe hey Tanisha.
And, Siri, not Siri.
Chloe and Alexa.
Alexa.
I've been binge watching their videos because they road trip in Turkey, and that's something we definitely want to do because car rentals are pretty affordable if you rent with the right company. I'll share their page with you right now. It's been so interesting, honestly. Tanisha, you travel. You have a daughter, right? I think you said you have a child that you travel with. And you live in Mexico right now, right? Let me find that page. My YouTube history is crazy, y'all. I be watching YouTube, especially those shorts. They fill up your history. But you can answer questions while I try to find their channel.
That's all the really answers all the rest.
Oh, Raising Voyages. That's the name. Let me type it in. Because I know my accent could kind of make certain words sound different. It's chocolate. Raising Voyages. I've been binge watching their videos. That's the family who travels full time with their kids.
Like I said, Bahama and Atlantis would probably have them in Russia, yeah.
You're right. I saw when Junkanoo Russia, I think it was in Bahama and it was very weak, child. It was very weak. So hopefully they bring it.
They have some to, like, foreigners who have their weddings in the Bahamas. They have some rush outs for their weddings, so especially if they have it at Bahama and the ballroom or whatever on the beach.
What's the name of the channel? Okay, we answered that.
I have a 14-year-old daughter. We're in Mexico now.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah. It was another question you asked me. Remember, she asked us a question that we were supposed to answer. Oh, how we pack for full time travel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're about to do a video when we leave home because we got some stuff like we said to make our travels a little bit easier. And now that we've traveled for a year, we know what we need and what we don't need. We had some, even though we were living out of carry-ons, we still had some stuff in there that we didn't need. Like a lot of stuff was like the just in case stuff.
Yeah.
So when we go to the province, we're definitely paring down on what we take with us.
Mm-hmm.
And before we leave, we'll do a packing video.
Yeah.
On what we take. But
we'll still be traveling with one carry-on
each, yeah.
And then a backpack.
A carry-on and a backpack. And on travel days, we like to carry a fanny pack to hold like our documents and sanitizer and wipes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can hit us up on Instagram. Let me put on our Instagram. If you need to know sooner than that, because I'll be like probably the last video of the year or the first video next year. This is our Instagram. If you need to access, if you need to know sooner than that, we could tell you like how we plan on changing the way we pack.
What are you traveling with right now, Tanisha? Yeah. I'm picturing like 2
suitcases,
2 suitcases, a carry-on, a backpack.
Yeah, essentially what we do is like I was telling my mommy the other day. If it's not something we use often enough, it gotta go.
And even when we came over here to meet up with Zana's mom, we were able to share one carry-on.
Yeah.
We were able to share one carry-on suitcase, and we just had a backpack with our laptop and my game, and that's it.
Yeah, like we really could pare down now. Yeah. We're more minimalist now. Even though we were always like more minimalist, definitely now.
You see people in the airport struggling. Struggling
for a weekend trip.
2 45-liter backpacking bags, a big suitcase, and plus another backpack on their chest.
And half of those things they don't wear or use.
And that'll be, if it's a couple, it'll be like that for each one.
We want our travel days to be as easy as possible.
Yeah.
So it's like you always rushing on travel days.
Especially if your gate changes and you need to get to your gate quickly. You don't want to have
a million bags.
Yeah.
You always
have to worry about and keep your eye on.
I feel like there's always unexpected things that happen on travel days, which is why it's really hard for us to vlog on travel days. But now that we have a GoPro and we got a clip to put on our backpack, and that'll be recording while we're going through the travel day. Like things get hectic. Things get real hectic. And we get really annoyed if we have too much things to carry around. Like Darian especially. Yeah. Darian would be over it. So
she said she had 3 large suitcases.
And one carry-on. The suitcase was killing me. Girl, listen, the carry-on we had was killing us. And it was like we had too much stuff in there that we just never used throughout the whole year. Yeah. But we'll definitely, if you message us on Instagram, we could tell you sooner.
And 2 backpacks.
That's
rough.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That hurt my chest.
I feel that. Because even like we said with our carry-on and our backpack, we used to be so annoyed when it comes to like rushing or running to a gate change. And if it's too heavy, we over it. Yes.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, be sure to hit the like button, share the videos, and leave a comment.
Yes, it really helps us. Yeah, you have a 14-year-old daughter. But see, it's different because you live in Mexico. Like when we were in Tulum, we were saying if we were going to stay there for a few months, there were things we were going to carry to make life easier for us because we're stationary. But when you're traveling often, it's a whole different ballgame. Like if you're in one place, then yeah. Like when I moved to Canada, I think I moved to Canada with like 4 bags.
Really?
Yeah. All y'all had a suitcase for me.
And all them fit in your dorm room?
I had like 4 bags.
Plus you had to buy a lot of new stuff.
Yes. So it's different when you like living in a place and stationary, but when you start moving around,
especially if you move from somewhere and you want to take as much stuff to make it stay easy as possible.
Trust me.
Able to rebuy those stuff.
It gets rough. Yeah, like you say, it gets rough. Honestly, having, especially like if you're taking a cheap flight, these days you have to pay for carry-on. So a check bag would cost more than a flight sometimes. Like
and on Spirit, Anything over 40 pounds
is overweight.
is overweight. So it's 41. If it's 40.9, that's overweight.
It's overweight, yeah.
41 and up is overweight.
But especially Europe.
They charging your arm and a leg.
Exactly. Especially Europe, when you're taking like budget airlines, you may find a $20 ticket, but it costs $70 to check a bag. So that was the main reason why we only wanted to travel with carry-on. So we knew we had to make it work. But it worked, and we could actually get rid of stuff.
Even with carry-on, some are bigger than others, so the sellers to be a certain size to fit in the overhead compartment.
Yes. It would be great to share some YouTube tips and tricks, travel tips. And for sure.
Some planes don't allow, they don't have space for carry-ons. Some of them, how small it was, all the bags had to be checked in.
You remember Turkey? When we were going to Turkey?
We were going to Serbia.
Yeah. When we were going to Serbia, they just had, that airline was just a hot mess.
Yeah.
Because what happened was the plane was too small for carry-ons. So everybody had to check in their carry-on. Thankfully, they didn't charge us to check in our carry-on, but the agents at the front desk didn't notice. So when everybody got onto the plane with their carry-on, the flight attendants were like, you can't bring your carry-ons on the plane. So everybody bag was just like on the side of the plane, no tickets, no nothing. The front agent and the flight attendant got into like an argument because he was supposed to take all the bags. Rough. Just a rough situation. If we could have traveled the world with a personal bag, that'd have been so good. Because like we said, these airlines, they charge them for carry-ons these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tanisha, we could help you pare that down a lot. A lot. But that's if you plan to be like moving around. If you're stationary, it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. But when it's time to leave, it could be a little rough.
Well, I'd say really great to share some YouTube
tips and tricks and travel tips. Yeah, for sure. We definitely plan on doing that in the future.
YouTube tips in terms of like starting a channel. Does YouTube require a business license?
Oh no, they don't. Just like how you have a YouTube account now that you're commenting on, you could literally post a video right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a business license, anything. You could just post a video. It's pretty easy. It's a lot of work though, especially like editing. It's a lot of work. A lot of times you just don't feel like editing.
I guess it would be based on your style of content because some people record on their phones.
Yeah.
In portrait mode, like straight up, that's portrait in this landscape. Some people record in portrait mode and they post as is.
Yeah. It depends on how you want your content to look. But like I said, I don't know what to say. We have high expectations for our channel. So we like to edit it a certain way, minimum. Even if it's like raw, even during Vlogmas, we was doing the most.
I wouldn't say we were doing the most, but
we weren't
letting anything fly.
No. Like usually for Vlogmas, because you're posting a video every day, like usually anything goes. Like it's not a bunch of editing. Any little mistakes it stays in. We want to pick the perfect music. We want to cut it to the music. We want a cinematic
to make
entrance.
It more visually appealing because
that's just how we work.
As soon as I click into a video and I watch a few minutes of it and I see like
a few seconds
something right,
I'm
clicking on the video.
Yeah, so we don't want to. We want to make the videos as easy and as appealing to watch as possible, so people aren't clicking out of the videos. That's just how we look at it.
Jamie said Vlogmas, y'all must have been recording it and then 24/7. Yes,
we were.
Truly.
We were. And then forcing ourselves to go out every day, especially in Serbia.
Especially with the time difference.
Serbia was cold. And that's coming from people who got used to the cold in Canada. It was a different type of cold. And I don't know. That just wasn't a good time to be in Serbia. It was rough. And then with the restrictions too, every day it was changing. Like some days, it started off with restaurants closing 8 o'clock, then the next day it's closing 6, and the next day it's closing 5.
Yeah, I was just going to say, especially in terms of getting content on places that we wanted to go to, and the places was closed.
It was rough.
Yeah,
we made it work. We turned it out.
But I'd say Serbia is worth another try.
It's worth another try. When we were there, it was like, don't really like it, but I think it was just the time that we were there.
Yeah,
it wasn't a good time. It wasn't a good time, especially coming from Turkey, where we're in love. It wasn't a good time at all. Those budget airlines will still try to hit those pockets. They will, and like my mommy said, soon these budget airlines that get so smart, they'll charge you more to bring a carry-on than to check luggage because they already know people used to traveling with carry-ons to save money now. Soon it'll be more expensive to bring a carry-on. She said that on this last trip. But yeah, Jamie, it was rough, girl. It was rough. Yeah, I can use the help. Yeah, message us on Instagram and we can tell you what we usually do if you want to know before we put out the video at the end of the year or the first video in January. Bahamian Vlogmas should be fun. Yeah, we think so too, but we don't know how busy we'll be, like we said.
What suggestions do you have for videos, Jamie?
Yeah, that won't cause arm and a leg because you know how Bahamas is, girl. Expensive. Yeah, we really want to help Mommy out on this trip. And like we said, we open in a business when we go home for the holidays. So who knows? Maybe we'll just show what that looks like. Opening a little holiday seasonal business when we home.
I noticed that YouTube has ads on your videos.
We saw that too.
Monetized. Yes.
We saw that too.
They're very, very, very
tricky.
So on those ads, be sure to skip it.
Yeah, we'll tell you when to stop skipping ads.
Yeah.
We haven't hit the threshold yet to be monetized. When we get monetized, we'll probably make a video so you know.
You will definitely know.
So you know not to skip the ads. But until then,
right now, skip all.
Because they're making money off our videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were watching one of our videos. I think we like missed Turkey or something. We went back to see a Turkey video and an ad came up and we were like,
no.
How y'all putting ads on our videos? Jokey. Yeah, that's something they just started doing too. So, child, yeah, no more lockdowns and time restrictions. So y'all should enjoy your trip home.
Curfew ended yesterday.
Yeah, I see that. I don't think we'd have been nowhere after 12 anyway, to be honest. But it's good to know there's no more curfew or lockdowns. Maybe small businesses, a lot of them run through social media, y'all, and family, food, LOL. Yeah, we did say I mainly want to go to some cafes home. I got a lot of suggestions because I put up a poll on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on Instagram too because we post a lot on there now.
Yeah.
Now that I changed my personal page into like the travel page, I post on there every day, showing like what we're doing every day and posting different polls in terms of like what y'all want to see from us. I've been trying to post in YouTube community too. But yeah, I want to visit some cafes and we're going to do a food video. We're going to show family who allows us to show them because, you know. So if you let us show you.
Yeah, bro.
And the food for sure. We doing a food video. If everything can't fit in one, we'll do 2 food videos because that's like it's a big part of Bahamian culture. And our food is so unique. Let me see if Mommy messaged me. Okay. Mommy did message me. She's happy that we explained Patreon and how to buy us coffee because she always said, we can't assume that people know how to support us. So yeah, I always been iffy with like talking about it, but we'll try to talk about it more because it does help us a lot. But yeah, Paulette, where do you think we should go when we go to the Bahamas in terms of like, boy, even when we used to visit home, we really never used to do much. So there's a lot we don't know in terms of like where to eat, where to get.
Yeah, and a lot more places open up. I've been seeing on Instagram, like places out west, places downtown, Palmdale. You can probably check out the point, see how that is. We're walking around Bahama.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It'll be busy, but it'll help us kind of get where we need to get mentally.
It'll be interesting. We probably do a walk-in tour video.
Yeah, now that we have to GoPro, we could do that.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But yeah, this Christmas will be very busy for us, but it'll help us get a kickstart into what next year will be like for us. We'll get used to putting out more content and doing more every day instead of like
more relaxed videos.
Taking it so slow when it comes to travel.
More videos that will show our personality and make you guys feel as though you're there with us.
Yeah. Tanisha, if it was up to me, I'd be in Turkey right now. She asks, do you know when you'll go to Turkey next year? I as soon as possible. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know if we'll avoid. But honestly, the winter wasn't that bad because when we were in Cappadocia, it was snowing. It was nothing compared to like what we used to in
I'd say
Canada.
the most stressful spot was when we went trekking
Hiking.
to Love Valley
That was good
and
though.
White Valley. Yeah,
I happy we did that,
yeah.
but
Some parts are slippery.
we didn't have the right shoes for that.
Yeah.
So if we go to Turkey again, we'll definitely get the proper snowshoes for that.
Mhm.
Other than that, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you say, we both ended up. Oh, if we both ended up in Canada because of university. I went to university in Canada, and I went to university in Canada in 2015, and we got married in 2016.
Mhm.
But we've been together from 2010.
10.
I'm gonna say 2008. We've been together since 2010. So in 2015, I went to finish university. I started university in the Bahamas. After doing like almost 4 years in the Bahamas, the school that I was going to closed like a month before I was supposed to graduate.
Ghetto.
So I had to figure it out quick because
Mhm.
honestly, I was like, I'm not doing this. Like I wasn't going back to college in the Bahamas for sure. And my mindset was like, all right, that's it. For 4 years and you come up with nothing. But thankfully, I was able to transfer 2 years to St. Mary's in Canada, and then we got married June of the following year. So Darren
Mhm.
was able to come back with me. And how Canada works, because I had a student visa, um, my husband would automatically get a work visa for the same length of time. I think I had like almost 4 years
4 years.
left. Yeah, so Darren got a 4 year work visa, and that's how we ended up in Canada.
4 or 3.
Three and some change.
Yeah.
Three and a
Mhm.
half, more than 3.5, probably 3 years and 9 months.
Yeah. And even when my work visa expired, I was able to apply for a new one.
Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, because after I graduated, I got a work visa. You
Mhm.
automatically get a work visa based on once you do like a regular degree, you automatically get 4 year work visa once you graduate. So Canada was very easy in terms of like getting your papers. And we could have easily gotten our permanent residency, but we didn't want to because once we got our papers, we would always owe the Canadian government, even if we never lived there ever again, we'd always have to pay taxes every year,
And
which is
that's
high. Taxes are that was the reason why we left because of the taxes. So yeah, our
the
visa
wine also now was the drawbacks of living in Canada.
taxes.
Taxes.
And it's expensive. It's expensive. Like I was hoping it'd be like US prices, but it was expensive and the taxes were so high. Like the income taxes were very high. I think for me, I don't know which tax bracket I was in, but I was in a high tax bracket. Um I think I posted about it today. I used to make $65,000 a year, and I used to take home, let me tell you the exact amount of how much I used to take home after taxes. And it's harder, like I said, for someone who is from a country where income taxes, the Bahamas doesn't have income
I
taxes.
think it's probably 36, yeah, 37,
So
32.
I used to make $65,000 a year. I used to take home $32,712. That's how much taxes I used to pay. And then on top of that, everything was 15% sales tax.
Mhm.
It's too much. It was too much for us.
Yeah.
It was too much. But a lot of people, it works for a lot of people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? A lot of people really enjoy their lifestyle in Canada. And honestly, you could live comfortably, but when
Mhm.
you sit down and think about the money you pay in to live there, you definitely just like a bag of money. The government just, I think that's why they make immigration so easy because each new person who moves there is
It's
like
another person
a bag of
that could be
money
taxed.
that
Yep.
they make every year. They make a lot of money every year for each person they let through in the immigration system. So when
Mhm.
you really sit down and think about that, that was eating away at us. That was eating away at us. So yeah, we let our permanent residency expire. It expired.
Permanent residency.
I mean,
Work
our
visas.
visas. Our visas expired
June this year, I think.
this year, June. Yeah, and we left since last year, June. So yeah, we could have gotten our papers, but no, it wasn't for us. But yeah, a lot of people, most people who go love it.
Mhm.
Most people go love it. They just accept the fact that they have to pay so much to be there.
Mhm.
But
Well, that's a few $100.
okay, so oh yeah, well you could definitely email us.
Mhm.
Turkey was that good. Turkey was that good. Turkey was that good. Can't wait to show y'all more. My nephew went to Dalhousie. Yeah, I know a few people who went to Dalhousie. It was pretty close to SMU, so
Mhm.
it's a good school. Dalhousie is a good school. Y'all got me excited about Turkey. Tanisha,
Mhm.
you're gonna love it. It's nice. It's really nice. What part of the year were you thinking of going?
And where you flying into?
Yeah. Hola, mis amigos.
Saludos a la distancia. I think
Listen.
that's Raul.
Hola, Raul.
Hola, Raul. ¿Cómo están?
I think Raul messaged us, yesterday.
Uh,
¿Cómo estás, Raul? So Raul he was a taxi driver in Tulum, and we got really cool with him. Yeah, he did. He did message us Saturday. I forgot to message back because I don't have data over here.
hmm.
But yeah, Turkey's really nice, Tanisha. If you watch, you could watch our videos and see a lot about what to expect. We have a lot of videos on Turkey, probably like over 30.
Mhm.
I visited Canada and I have to say that it was very expensive compared to the US. Yes, that had us shook. It was very expensive compared to the US. And what's it called? Like the expenses of actually living there is even more expensive than like the prices you would have seen just from going around shopping.
Mhm.
Rent was so expensive. The IRS will take 30% of my company's income because there's no treaty agreement with the Bahamas. Gee.
That's crazy.
The IRS don't play. The IRS don't play. For sure.
Uncle Sam, don't play that money.
Listen, Uncle Sam don't play. I'm so grateful that the Bahamas ain't like that.
Tax evasion is a very serious thing.
Yeah. They're gonna get theirs.
Very serious.
They're gonna get their money. But I couldn't imagine. Especially like coming from the Bahamas, it's harder to go into a system like that.
Mhm.
But yeah. Anybody else have any more questions? We've almost been here for 2 hours. I think we're gonna go get some food after this. Usually we would cook. We've been
Yeah.
cooking the whole time since mommy left. Since we'd be home all day, but
Mhm.
tonight I think we line up. Going to get something to eat. 30% is a lot, Paulette. 30% is a lot.
Can't imagine
Crazy.
working hard and giving 30% of your income to right at the
Yeah. Rough times. But it's the norm for people who live in Canada and the US and other countries who have income tax. Like if you used to income tax, what we're talking about right now is just normal to y'all. But to us, who never had to pay income taxes, to go from zero to like almost half of your pay being gone, you just like you just can't not think about it, you know? And maybe it's just me, but I feel like things weren't as accessible as they are in the US for real.
Mhm.
It definitely wasn't, especially
Dep-
when we
dep-
first got there.
especially depending on which part of Canada you're in. Like we were in Halifax, which is like really East Coast
Yeah.
and a smaller, retired university town.
When we first got there, Halifax was way different. I want to say, like in the summer, everything used to shut down
Yeah.
because the
So,
students would go back home, and there'll
mhm.
be nobody there essentially other than like they have a aging population. That's why it's so easy to move there as a immigrant. But now they be taxing rent is super. I saw our rent is probably like almost $2,000 now.
Probably.
Crazy for one little one bedroom. We had a mice in the walls fighting every night. Like it was rough. But yeah, things definitely weren't accessible, especially when we first got there. Even like ordering on Amazon, it was rough. Like you really couldn't. You didn't have. You know what I had to do the first couple years when I went to school? I would meet up with mommy in Florida and pay for like 2 or 3 bikes to carry to Canada what I needed, like simple stuff. Like we'd go to IKEA and shop for things we needed for the house. We'd go to
Mhm.
like Marshalls and shop and then carry stuff back to Canada. It was almost like we was in the Bahamas again.
Mhm.
But now it's a lot better.
And then the things in Canada was very off-brand, so it didn't taste the same.
Yeah, for sure. But even like with house stuff,
Mhm.
like blankets or like sheets or stuff like that, it was so hard to get. But now It's a lot better now that Halifax is up and coming. This new condo town. Amazon was janky when we first got there. It was very janky. But it's a little bit better. But now in the US, we've been ordering stuff, and the stuff will come the next day. Yo.
I would say that was one thing that I wasn't used to. Living in Canada, it was like the postal service. Having stuff that you would order on Amazon, like come directly to your door and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was definitely new for us. Having an address we could give them that they could deliver to our door. Because you can't do that in the Bahamas. For sure. You have to go and like pick up your stuff from a certain
A
location.
courier service for charging you
a arm and a leg.
80%, or if you buy something for $20, they're charging you $18 to clear it.
We had to spend a lot to get this camera because we were gonna get it in Canada, but they were sold out everywhere.
We're gonna get an 866.
Yeah,
they were sold out.
They were sold out. Even this one was sold out.
Really?
Yeah, everywhere was sold out. So we had to get it in the Bahamas.
If we could do it all again, I would.
We had to pay so much.
Put more and get the 600. But this one is working, doing what it needs to do.
Yeah, for sure. My time in Canada changed. Yo, for sure. Our time in Canada, we tough now. We tough now. We have to fight for our lives or there.
Between working and growing up in the Bahamas and living and working in Canada, we ready for anything right now.
Our minds are so different now.
Real.
Everything is like a no for us. If it ain't making sense, it's a no. It's a no for us. But Canada teach me how to pimp the system for real.
We're more aware of the schemes and the gimmicks these employers try to impose on their employees to make them feel as though they have a certain level of say in the business or whatever, and you really don't.
The trickery was real on a government. The trickery on a government level, and like on a level in terms of like the system, in terms of like school and work and all of that. The tricks was serious. But yeah, it's definitely I'm an ambivert. But after Canada, I'm fully introverted for real. Fully introverted. We are 242 tough. But Canada was a different type of tough too. On the outside, it looked way different than what it is on the inside. Especially like if you're conscious about it. Like it's easy to go there and be so caught up on like the money you are taking home and like being able to, spend your money and live a little more comfortable in home. But when you really sit down and think about behind the scene, you being played, you just can't get past it after that. We are very tough now. My mommy always tell us that we're very tough. You really can't trick us no more. Really can't trick us.
Because the average person, if you go to a job interview and they offer you 40, 60K salary, you're thinking, oh yeah, that's what you're taking home.
So far from
but
that.
After you then add up everything and you then subtract.
Yeah, for real.
Plus, if you haven't paid the right amount of taxes, you have to end up paying the government more money and you get no tax return.
At least with Americans, they get tax return. Like Canada, you don't get tax return unless you overpay. And to overpay is very rare.
Yeah.
So
I had to be sure to let our accountant know to take out more money. I may be taking home less pay, but at least I know I pay enough taxes, and more than likely I'll be getting a tax return.
Yeah. I always used to pay more too, so I can get a little tax return at the end because it used to be so depressing. It was so depressing.
My first year was rough.
Oh yeah, when you had to pay $900, it was rough. Okay, that's all y'all need to know. It was rough. It was like,
but that was our experience.
Yeah,
you can go there.
It was cute in a way because if you we were able to do a lot more in Canada than we would be able to do home for sure. But we always know that the Bahamas and Canada aren't the only two countries in the world. You know what I mean? So if you compare it to home, yeah, it's a lot more cuter. You know what I mean? You could do a lot more. You could live a little more comfortably, but you're still being robbed. So it's like, when you think about that, it's like, okay, there has to be better out there. There has to be better out there.
There has to be some kind of cutoff point.
Yeah. Unless you're like not conscious about it. If you're just going about your everyday life, it's easy to not think about it. But once you start thinking about it, you can't stop.
Especially if you're someone who's off to school and all your bills are being paid for, and you
Yeah.
don't have to work or anything like that. So you don't really have no real responsibility except
Mm-hmm.
getting good grades or maintaining your grades or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why after school, a lot of people would move back home, even though
Because
they'd have the opportunity.
they can't make it, especially if you didn't start early and get a part-time job.
But like what I did, like I
Hmm.
worked, I think even for my first semester, like at the end of my first semester, I got a job because I knew in Canada, the degree didn't really mean anything. The experience meant everything in Canada. So the minute I realized how the system, so from the beginning, I was planning out how I could work the system out, you know?
Hmm.
So for me, it was a lot easier than the average person who didn't work at all in school. So I had an advantage because I had the experience, so I was able to get a high paying job straight out of school. Whereas if people were coming straight out of school, their parents aren't paying their bills anymore, and they have to start off with a low paying job, you will not make it. You'll not make it. I'm
And
sorry.
then I didn't have a degree, but I had like 8+
Experience.
years of experience, so I got paid way more than the minimum wage.
Yeah. So for us, we were in a privileged position,
Hmm.
but we still saw right through it. You know what I mean? So we had our
Yeah.
plan from the beginning on how we were going to work it all out in the end, especially when we figured we were going to start traveling. Our
Mhm.
whole mind changed after that. Everything was like towards traveling. You know what I mean? If we thought about opportunities we wanted to get into, if it wasn't going to work when we started traveling, we wouldn't take it. Everything after that was like to get us closer to this goal. This goal. The US consumerism makes it easy to buy things and get it quickly. Yes,
Hmm.
it does.
Especially during the pandemic, a lot of Amazon made a lot of money.
A lot. A lot. But we've been doing good with strategically only ordering what we need
Yeah,
and things that'll make our life easier or things for the business when we go home.
yeah. Things that would add value to our video production or
Yeah.
for the business.
Yeah. So for right now, the only thing we ordering is um some Christmas presents to carry, and that's it. That's it. And thankfully we never fell in consumerism. We were always like minimalist in certain sense,
Hmm.
in some sense. So it was easy for us to live this minimalist lifestyle. They often ask for the Canadian experience. Yeah, yes, there is. But like we say, it's very easy to not see it that way if you're not conscious and you just caught up on how better it is than a 242 experience, like the
Hmm.
Bahamian experience. But if you really open your eyes and look and see what's going on, you can't close your eyes after that.
Hmm.
But a lot of people that we left in Canada during the pandemic, a lot of them went home. I think I told you that already. A lot of them just couldn't do it.
Hmm.
They just quit and went home, and they'll figure it out afterwards. But yeah, any other questions y'all have for us? We're about to hit 2 hours. We'll probably walk next door to get something to eat. The only thing we don't like about staying in the US is how hard it is.
To get around if you don't have a car.
Yeah, man. Like you need a car in the US. The whole public transportation that we use to in other countries doesn't exist here. And even something that's like right there, like when we walked to Publix, it felt like we was walking for 30 minutes and it was right there because
For
everything's just
real.
so spread out. But yeah, we have to walk next door to get something to eat. But yeah, I drink a lot of water because I usually don't talk a lot. So when I do talk a lot, my throat gets like scratchy.
I want to thank everyone who joined the live, who
Yes.
set their reminders, even those who just popped in and saw it on YouTube.
And all the people who watching it after we done with the live, because we'll
Yeah,
keep this up. Thankfully, you click that button because I didn't click that whole live replay button for it
yeah,
to save. So this will be saved and you'll be able to watch this after the fact.
yeah.
Yeah, Uber and Lyft is an option, but man, their price has gone up. The US expensive, you know, like when the US used to be cheap before the pandemic. Now, even like McDonald's expensive. We went to McDonald's and we saw the prices and we're like, inflation is real. Inflation is
Hmm.
real. And what I was gonna say, the shortages are real too. Like
Hmm.
I'll say now, if you somewhere where you stationary, try to like stock up on a little bit of stuff in terms of like rice, beans, just in case, because we've been hearing about the shortages from business owners in the US. But yeah, it's real now. Like some stores here already ran out of tissue.
Well, if you have the space or know someone with some space, y'all can get together, get some seeds, till the land, and grow your produce.
I took a video in Sam's Club. That was my first time in Sam's, and all the tissue is gone. Every brand, even like the knockoff brands, all the tissue was gone, and they had it at limit one per customer for a while. And they track like based on your Sam's Club card, so it wasn't like you could leave and come back later that day and buy more without them knowing. It's real, and the inflation is real. Uber is expensive now. Uber is expensive now. Let me see. Even like to go right there, it's probably like $25 and the fees that they add. Like we tried to order food from across the road yesterday, and they tried to charge us like $7 to get the food from right there. It's a lot more expensive now. Yeah, Wendy's is ridiculous. We have a Wendy's next door here too, but I feel like Wendy's will be the exact same price of going to a restaurant. That's how it is. Getting fast food now is the same price as like going to a restaurant to sit down and eat. So you might as well just go to a restaurant.
Mhm.
Normally go to Orlando. The bus system there is great. Oh, that's nice. We went to Orlando the last trip.
Mhm.
That was like a week before we went to Tulum.
Yeah, that's maybe like
So we went to
November
Orlando
almost.
with mommy, and then we went to Tulum for 10 days because we had 10 days left on our rent. Excuse me. And then we came back here. But usually when we in Orlando, we have a car. But next time we go to Orlando, we need to try the bus system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to Orlando once, twice, once to see her.
Mhm.
We probably do that next time. But yeah, we staying here with my friend from high school. We usually stay with her when we come over here.
Shout out Felicia.
Shout out Felicia. You the goat girl.
Yeah, she has a YouTube channel as well, so you guys can check that
Yeah.
out. I think it's Felicia Dion.
Yeah, I could put it in the thing. I don't think she posts videos in a while because she's usually busy with work.
Yeah.
She at work right now. Yeah, Felicia Diana. But yeah, we usually stay by her when we come here. Or we honestly wouldn't be here. You know, we only stay here to like spend time with her. She'd like us to come and spend time with her. So that's one reason why we stay for the amount of time that we usually stay for in Florida. Or if we come with my mommy and we helping her shop for the house, that'll be the only time we come to the US. Because US isn't really like travel friendly in terms of like if you're comparing it to a backpacker perspective in terms of
Mhm.
like affordable accommodation, being easy to get around on public transportation. It's kind
Yeah.
of tough. It's kind of tough. But yeah, Uber's expensive now. It used to be cheap, but it's expensive. Even when we compare it to how much it was earlier this year when we came here, it cost us like $40 to get here from the airport.
Then the next time was like
Then the next time was like
90
60.
or 60.
No, it was 90 for real. It was 90. And we have to go through Lyft, and Lyft was 60.
Mhm.
I don't know how much Uber is right now to the airport. It's probably 90 for real.
Yeah. So thank you guys for
Yes.
showing up and supporting, engaging. If you have any questions that you remember, you can post them after we end live,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be able to still see them and get back to them.
Yeah. Paula says Super Value said they holding steady on prices and their prices done high. That's one thing I want to show on our YouTube channel what the cost of living in the Bahamas is, but I don't know how they'll be with us vlogging in the store. We'll see. Especially with this bake setup we have now. We may just have to carry the GoPro
Yeah, probably the GoPro.
and show the prices and probably like how we do food hauls in different countries, do a food haul and put the individual prices. The last time we was home, oats was $8. Why? A bag of apples was $10. So I'm trying to see. I'm looking forward to seeing how much stuff costs home now. Yeah, Uber. We definitely plan on taking Uber if we go to Guatemala because I hear Uber's like $1, $2. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Safe travels back home. Thanks, Cara.
Good night. Love you too, Gara.
Love you too, Cara. Can't wait to see you too. Yeah, we probably coming home the first or the second week of December. Probably the first week, in case we decide to go somewhere for the new year. Good night. People will be staring. People will be staring, Paulette, and they may even say something. They may say something that's for real.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, but we could do it.
Yeah,
we're gonna
probably,
do it.
If we don't capture the footage on our GoPro, we'll probably just
do it on the phone.
Use our phone. Yeah,
I think it could be easy to do if we go on a slow day. But I don't know what a slow day is right now. Probably a Tuesday.
We'll probably compare the different stuff to different food stores.
The
prices.
Thank you, much love.
Thank you, bro.
And it's good to know who everybody is now.
Yeah, put a name
to the names.
Put a face and a name to the
YouTube
names.
Yeah, but if you have any suggestions for videos you want to see next, you could always leave it in the comments after this live. It'll still be here, like on our YouTube channel. You could go and put in comments. But yeah, make sure to follow us on Instagram. You both continue to make me so proud. Continue to thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. Ingrid sent us money on PayPal.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Really appreciate that. Thank you guys for all your continued support.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
Even just engaging in our videos.
Yeah, we appreciate
it keeps us going.
The engagement as well. Because a lot of people, they may watch the videos and never leave a comment, even though they may have really liked it or really like certain parts of it. You know what I mean? So just taking that extra time to leave a comment.
It helps
really,
us a lot.
Yeah, it really helps us, and it really means a lot.
It keeps us going, especially when we don't feel like editing.
Yeah, especially when we get compliments on our music selection or the visuals inside the video.
Yeah, we're so excited to continue to travel, and we're excited to show you all what we get up to next.
Yeah, come up with different ways to make the videos more interesting in terms of edits
and how our style of travel changes too.
Yeah,
like you said, how we'll be doing a lot more activities, hiking, doing more water activities. It's gonna be good.
So we're gonna grow together as a community, and
for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully one of y'all's gonna accompany on a Turkey trip.
Yeah, or trip somewhere else.
Yeah, we definitely next year is the goal to do at least one trip. And we're thinking it'll be to Turkey for sure, because we talk about it so much. We definitely want y'all to experience it. So yes, we'll see y'all in our next video, or we'll see y'all on Instagram, or we'll catch y'all in the comment section. Thank you for being here. We always appreciate y'all. Don't worry about it, Tanisha. We always see y'all. We always see a picture here and there too, and we see you. We see you. 242 to the world for real. Paulette. That's our goal, to really put 242 on the map.
And even those who may not have a chance to like or comment, we still appreciate your views, because all that goes towards our watch hours and our growth. So thank you. Yeah,
and when y'all watch our videos, YouTube sees as people interested in our content, so they'll push it to different people.
Yeah.
So excited for our future with y'all.
Every little bit helps.
Yes.
As we continue to grow our community.
So we'll see y'all later. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, guys.
Hold on, let me check one more thing. Okay. That's it. I just was making sure we didn't have any more anything else done. So see y'all later. Good night.